coffee, please.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, friends.
Good morning, friends.
And welcome to Talking with Famous People. My name's host Eric, and today's topic is tool function equals clumsy function? What? The tool function? Why, that most powerful of tools in your arsenal, the tool function itself? A clumsy function? Well, yes, from the perspective of the people who have it as dominant or fifth slot. So, ENTPs, ENFPs, INFJs, INTJs will find the usage of extrovert intuition by INTPs and INFPs to be somewhat clumsy. Now, I note that I find it somewhat clumsy mostly in INTPs, less so in INFPs, because I don't really get how they're using it as well. Hi, Joel Nathan Henry.
Bonjour.
Bonjour to you as well. I believe there's another O in there. I think you might have left out an O.
Yeah.
Regardless,
Kumkabalava.
Komakava. I don't know what Komakava means. So, like, for example, I'll also tend to think ENFJs in particular, less so than ENTJs, but to a certain extent, both, copy one, use NI clumsily. Like, when ENFJs go, you've just got to let your past go. And, here's the singular truth. And it's like, yeah, but my dominant NE is more powerful than your second slot NI. And it's not really exactly complimentary a lot of times. It's dismantling. Comment ça va? How are you doing in French? I am doing fine. In English, that's what I'm doing. In French, you'd say, I'm doing fin. Done. End. I'm doing end. I know that means end in French because it's the end of French movies. Fin.
Oh, fin.
Yeah. You know what's interesting?
I know un, deux, trois. It's 1, 2, 3.
Good. Do you know how to say, what time is it? I'll tell you. Quelle heure est-il? Quelle heure est-il?
Do you know what Europe discovered this summer? An American who is not afraid to speak to a European in English.
I haven't encountered those before. It's possible. It's only the French who expect you to be all miette mia.
I think it was a French. We were somewhere. I couldn't remember. We were lost, and I was like, "This is ridiculous. We just have to ask a question. That's it." Like we know these people have like English in their vocabulary.
Yeah.
We have a question. Winston's mom.
Hi, Winston's mom. Thank you for all your nice comments yesterday in the music live stream. I appreciated that.
Me too.
Jibis and Eileen as well. I was not ignoring you guys in the live chat yesterday. Because it was live streaming the way it was, I couldn't look at the live chat at the same time as I was watching it, really, without that appearing in the live stream itself. So I was just sort of standing over there, smoking cigarettes, chatting with Rachel. I wasn't really engaged in the chat because I couldn't watch it at the same time as I was listening to the music and stuff.
Yeah. Actually, I was on my phone, but I was only on my phone periodically. I wasn't even on it the whole time. Actually, we were reading the chat through my phone.
See, and that's one of the bullshit things that is going on right now with YouTube with that. It's like I was trying to figure out how to live stream that way, but I could only figure out how to get there by a classic YouTube studio. And then I started the live stream once in there and it didn't start properly. And then I started in another one, but I followed the old instructions and yeah. That's too much TE. It's just right away. I'm just like, okay, too much TE. Even explaining the TE here. It's like, fuck TE, man. I hate it. It's so boring and just.
You do it well.
Utilitarianism and all of its utility teleology focus is just. Yeah. No offense to the TE users out there. Winston's mom, no offense.
It is a no offense.
It's just not my flavor of hot hamburger, you know.
Oh, that's a good way of putting it.
Mm-hmm.
I say not my cup of tea.
What was that thing I said before we started the live stream? You said
Turn off the lights? Oh my god.
That's a good way to put it. You remember right before the live stream?
No.
People don't understand that when they say the wrong thing, they're seizing metaphysical space in your head. So, like, if you're in a relationship and your partner is not careful with their language, and they say the wrong thing, then that's seizing metaphysical space in your head, because then you got to think about that shit. Like, the reason this happened is Rachel told the story of an ISTP ex-boyfriend who, when, you know, they were at her house, in her room, she'd have glasses on the floor. She didn't have a lot of surfaces to set shit down on. And she'd knock them over periodically, spilling things onto the floor.
Yeah.
Her boyfriend said, well, that's what happens when you leave glasses on the floor. And then, of course, every time thereafter she'd note a glass on the floor or knock one over, she'd hear her boyfriend's sanctimonious voice saying, well, that's what happens when you leave glasses on the floor. That's what I'm talking about. Seizing metaphysical space. Rachel was happier not thinking about those glasses on the floor. She didn't want to think about that shit.
You know, in my mind, my room had a rug in it. So if there were to be a spill, I cleaned up quickly, and I knew that it could get pulled up and that there would be wood underneath it. So it's like not that big of a deal.
So, Joel Nathan Henry, the great news is I have tested the living fuck out of that food product. I've been eating hamburgers since childhood.
Ooh.
And great news, they're not unhealthy at all. They haven't caused any problems at all for me.
That is good news.
You know what? The other good news is McDonald's.
Yeah.
The most reliably healthy food you can get.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. In other words, there's no food that's more well tested in the world for health and nutrition. People all over the world eat McDonald's without getting sick or having health problems.
You want two things about McDonald's. Frank James eats it as well.
He's a smart guy. Frank James eats it. He's got over 100,000 subscribers. He must be right.
And they were known for their Happy Meals, like the kids things. And Disney used to always have like figurines of the movie that was coming out. Like that's what McDonald's Happy Meals was known for. Like they have sequences when they have certain toys come out, and Disney movies was always one of them, except for Nightmare Before Christmas, because like for some reason the toy was at Burger King. But I never made that connection until last night.
That's some woman flesh. That's like a big old ribeye. So delicious. This is her thigh. It brought obesity to Asia. If McDonald's caused obesity, then why isn't it that Rachel and I aren't obese? We eat McDonald's all the time. I eat more McDonald's than just about anybody I've ever met. I eat McDonald's like I rarely go more than 2 days without eating McDonald's.
This is true. Yeah, and I do too. I eat it. I eat it more than I ever have before. And I love McDonald's. Oh.
Then you should be advocating in favor of McDonald's. If you think you're right about that obesity thing, it's absolutely had nothing to do with McDonald's or what kind of food or whatever. One's weight has everything to do with one's level of activity and one's genetics. That's it. You missed the Reese's Pieces McFlurry? Bring it back. Damn it. Lamau. What's your go-to at McD's? We get your quarter pounders with cheese. Sometimes I get a Big Mac. We'll get your McDoubles. 2 McDoubles for $3.
Yep. 2
McDoubles for $3.
Good.
Such a good deal.
It is.
Last night, Rachel and I went to McDonald's and we fed both of us dinner for $11 and something.
Oh my God.
Right? We got 4 McDoubles, a large fries, and 2 large Cokes. Cokes are $1. The large fries is like $3 or something. It's like the most expensive thing. And then you get 2 for $3 McDoubles. That's $6 for the McDoubles. What is my diet lacking, Joel Nathan Henry? And how would we know that I'm experiencing some sort of lack? Now, here's the deal. We have lots of diseases that are specifically linked to nutritional deficiencies. So we know what it looks like when somebody is actually nutritionally deficient. They get things like scurvy. They get things like, what's it called? The rickets?
Ringworm.
I don't think ringworm has to do with nutrition. But
Yeah, it does.
Does it?
Yeah.
You're ringworm if you're malnutritious? Malnutrition?
Yeah. It eats in your stomach and stuff.
Those are tapeworms.
That's what I mean. Tapeworms.
And
ringworms in the stomach too. It's not fun. They've really hammered in nutrition in schools in the 90s, just so you know, guys.
Well, Winston's mom, if you do that, I'd be extremely grateful. That would be great. I obviously, what's actually life expectancy. Yeah. Let's look at some actual evidence about life expectancy that I cut for a debate case recently. It's worth looking at. All right, Lynch 2016. Industrialization has corresponded with a dramatic increase in life expectancy. Prosperity and technological development have provided benefits that necessarily come with, but also massively outweigh the pollution implicit to human endeavor. This applies to diet and stuff as well. But life expectancy has increased in a spectacular fashion over the past 150 years. There has been a 4-decade increase in average length of life over the period since 1850. Globally, life expectancy has more than doubled from about 25 years to about 65 for men and 75 for women. It's been difficult even for experts in the field to imagine the substantial rises which continue inexorably. The growth of lifespan has remained extraordinarily linear, with an almost constant rate of increase over a long period of about 3 months with the passage of each calendar year. There's little justification to suppose that the average length of life must soon level off or that there is some fundamental biological barrier for increases. This is in the status quo, with people eating more fast food than they've ever eaten before in their life.
You know what people eat a lot of? Sushi, and sushi is extremely high in fat. Like, I'm not talking just healthy fat. Yes, it has a healthy fat, but it also is extremely fatty.
The bottom line is everybody's diet, what they ought to eat, is specific to them.
Mm-hmm.
So, for example, it is absolutely a very good idea for me to eat a lot of McDonald's. I need a lot of fat and protein because I have an extremely high metabolism. Yeah. Everybody who has a very slow metabolism, they probably need to eat a lot less food in general. They probably don't need to cut out McDonald's or whatever. Calories are calories, right? Or they need to massively increase their amount of activity. right?
Yeah.
One of those two things. There's nothing at all wrong with McDonald's food. Nothing at all. There's nothing unhealthy about it. There's nothing less healthy about it than food you make at home. Sorry, that's just how it is. That's just the truth.
I like to eat what my body's craving.
Exactly.
That's how I like to eat. And I did, oh my gosh. I've been eating healthy since I was a kid. That's one thing ECJ parents will make sure of. You get the nutrition stuff.
Okay, Joel Nathan Henry, you're right. The fact that there are better living standards of living, and that there's better hygiene and lots of other things play into extended life expectancy. You're right. All it does prove is that the purported harms of eating McDonald's and stuff are vastly overstated and vastly outweighed by every other factor. At least it says that. It could say you're completely wrong.
Nice, Hambo. What up? And hi, Raphael Breno. And Stephen Rain. Sorry if I missed anyone else.
That tree seems to be happy in the ground.
Joel.
Winston's mom knows how it is.
Yeah, she does.
She knows how it is when you can't keep weight on.
Yeah, a lot of INTJs are like that as well, actually.
The only time I could put weight on, or did put weight on really in my life, was when I was a full blast alcoholic. I started getting a beer belly.
That's truth that it exists.
Yeah, beer bellies exist. I had a beer belly when I was drinking.
I did too in college. I couldn't find weed easily enough, so beer was the next thing. Do you guys drink soda? Yes. John? How's John said in French? I don't know. I'm asking for a friend. I like coffee too. Joan? No. Baby went to Instagram. ENTP can't gain weight. That's a lie no matter what or how much I eat. But I'm pretty sure, JNH, that that's one thing that I do know about ENTPs. It's very common for them to be they're thin-framed. That's the thing I've noticed.
Is mom good for you? Here's a card for you. Boom. Uh-oh. Conflict and strife. I want you, Winston's mom, to keep a special eye out on your ferrets today, because they may be battling against each other. There may be, it's possible, because a lot of college football games on, that one of them is a fan of one team and one of them is a fan of the other team, and that starts some conflict in your house.
It can, Personally, I'm a Duke basketball fan. I'm a huge. I like Coach K.
Yeah, he's cool. Here's a card for Joel Nathan Henry.
P-ow. Which dude are you? That's my question. Or person. We are not sure.
So this means, Joel Nathan Henry, it's time for you to build a set of tools, being an apprentice at school, and be a Three of Pentacles in your heart of hearts.
I have a question.
Yes.
So.
Thanks, Raphael Breno.
Yeah, thank you. That's so nice. INTPs tend to wear glasses. Do you agree or disagree?
Agree. He's changing a light bulb first last. Here's a card for you, by the way. Time for you to ponder. First last, what I want you to do is grow a beard and then go like this. Hello, Rachel. Hello, Eric.
Hey.
Hi, Eric. Hi, hey, everyone.
Other Rachel.
Hey, other Rachel. Raphael Bruno, listen, you are also great, and that's why you get this card. Inventory, accumulate, gather up your pentacles. Watch out, this one's rolling away. Grab it, put it back on the pile.
7 years.
Okay.
Aww. Ham bone. The ham bone's connected to the ham bone.
Here you go, ham bone. Ooh, you're the magician today. It's a good day to cast spells when you're feeling magic-y. You want to talk about frustrating. I'm trying to talk to my dad about understanding multiple frames and dealing with them as sort of equivalents under a metaframe is just banging my head against the motherfucking wall. That TESI NI polar. It just ain't having it if he doesn't experience. It's not in his experience, you know?
Where is your wand? I'll go make some bubbles in the sink and use that. A beard, Eric, versus last. That's a really good idea, actually. I had to make bubbles last year. A museum that I used to work at. Glycerin was a big part of that bubble making process.
Other Rachel.
Ooh. See?
You need to pay your phone bill. Okay, stop
it might
putting
be
it
getting
off.
close to, yeah.
Stop putting it off. Trying to pay your phone bill.
And time to buy those Christmas presents. I know it's a hassle. There's a lot of people and crowds and traffic, but just do it. You're going to get there and you're going to have a lot of fun. I promise you.
Everybody does lie sometimes. Everybody lies on occasion.
Mm-hmm.
Except Jesus. Jesus doesn't.
Everybody lies sometimes.
Except for Kant. Immanuel Kant, with his ideological imperative, apparently says it's always wrong to lie. Always, always, always. Even if a murderer is chasing somebody and the murderer asks you, which direction did they go? It's wrong to lie.
Oh, there. Good luck getting them or something. And Winston's mom is right. We use Dawn as well. I could never get the proportions right because the proportions that they gave in the directions were actually wrong.
I washed my car yesterday. This card is for this Christmas tree.
Which Christmas tree? Ours?
Yeah, the one I planted. It's in flux.
It's making a decision, clearly.
It's trying to decide whether or not it can trust its current location.
That's fair, right?
Sure.
Stephen Rain's next.
Okay, well, the thing is, Joel Nathan Henry, there are a lot of different ways to interpret data. You might say that, like, I think it would be hard pressed to make that argument that for example, the most common experience for an American is to die in their 50s. I don't think so. Pop socket.
Stress, though. Stress will give you a heart attack. I've seen it. I've seen them.
It is important to relax, get plenty of sleep. You want to talk about things that are actually important? Eat enough. Doesn't matter what you eat. Sleep enough. Doesn't matter when you sleep. Those things matter.
And get up to go to the bathroom when you gotta go to the bathroom.
You don't hold your pee for too long. And also drink a lot of liquids. That's important. Yeah, you can't be out here yelling like Eric was in his heyday. John! John! Bruce Wayne, his card for you.
Ooh.
10 of Pentacles.
La, la, la.
Look at all those pentacles.
You're going to be around family, which in this case, look at this. It's not only old people. So if you don't have old people in your family, it could be your pets.
2 dogs.
And your pentacles.
2 dogs and your pentacles.
Is that how Bruce Wayne lives? Together? You don't hold your shit either. That's a really difficult task. It depends on what kind of poops too. You know?
Monica Guerri. I'll check my email today. Oh yeah? Joel, here's another card for you.
Boom!
Boom.
Oh.
Maybe you're being a little hasty. Maybe you're being a little eager, a little bright, a little naive. Maybe a little excessively exuberant. Have you thought about that? Have you thought about that?
Creative juices.
Now you have. Monica Guerri, you're going to get a free tarot card. Ooh. Looks like that special someone is turning up roses. It's marriage time. Love, true love. It's time for you to get married. Or perhaps you're already in a happy relationship and that just sort of defines you.
You could even see some rainbows today.
Possibly.
Lack of best side or whatever. That's a problem.
You provoke the wrong emotions? Hey. Are you experiencing gladness? I meant to provoke anger. Like that?
You missed the tree. That's sweet.
Well, the tree doesn't miss you. The tree's happy to be outside, I think.
You know, so we never in Franklin Square never had a real tree. We always had a fake one. So.
How fake?
So fake that it was made of plastic.
Wow. That's fake. It is in a better place now. Planted in the ground outside.
Yeah. Soil, baby.
That's fair, first class. That's a totally fair response.
That's also a complete turnaround. I'm very surprised at that.
The branchy bastards. Yeah. We got to do something about those branchy bastards. I agree.
Boom.
Hambone, he introduced us last night to the language of anti-tree rhetoric. Here's a card for my Rachel.
Oh.
You got the same one.
Yeah.
10 of Pentacles. All right.
Like that. That's a card that I like with the man that I like.
Word. Who's that? Bob? Steve?
Joe.
It's me. I feel so honored. That bark skin won't know what I am. Right. I forgot. That's the other derogatory term we use for trees. Bark skins and branchy bastards.
Those two together are great.
Decidutards. All right, here we go.
The P-P-P-Yeah. Ow.
What? Joel Nathan Henry?
Hambone, the vast majority
So,
of the population.
Because the majority of the population is under 50, that means the average person dies when they're 50?
You're under 50.
That's true.
What age are you?
Who puts on their clothes first thing in the morning? Me or Rachel? Me.
Yeah.
Because I'm much more of an outside liver in the sense that I smoke cigarettes. So even if it's cold in the morning, I got to go sit outside and have my coffee and cigarettes. Oh, we coordinate our colors? I don't know. This is just what I was wearing to bed. This is what I wore yesterday and what I wore to bed. I just have pants on now is the difference. Rachel doesn't have pants on.
No.
But
Don't.
this is just what she wore to bed, I think.
Yeah. It is.
You want Rachel to be an INFP because Frank James is an INFJ and they seem too different? I mean, I think that it's fair to say Frank James is probably not a 7.
He's a 4.
That makes sense.
Yeah. He's a Sagittarius too. That's what makes him funny. When I was sober, interesting. When I was like waiting for my week connect, there are some like of his videos that were like so painful for me to listen to because it was like him talking to himself and like working shit out. It was just like, you're so hard on yourself. It's okay. But he has super good advice. I think I have better advice, but he has super good advice too.
What's Rachel's sign? She's a January.
I am a January. I'm a Capricornus to be exact, and I always knew that since I was a kid. Always.
I'm going to pull a card for me. Here I am. Look and see. I got this guy. PDP. Pew, 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 pew.
What kind of advice would you like? I found bacon. Pie Day Boy. That's a really fun thing. First last. And yeah, you're right, Winston's mom. Some people do just know. It's true.
But the point is, Joel Nathan Henry, is why isn't more McDonald's part of better living standards? Here's some advice for you. I found bacon. Pew. What you need is justice. You need justice. You need this guy to come bop your enemy on the head with a fair amount of proportional punishment for their wrongdoing.
Mm-hmm. In those scales are the exact proportions for salt and pepper.
Exactly as much salt as pepper. Anything that's not exactly the same is unjust. In egg consumption, in the form of egg consumption. Dolan got a new watch that makes us all bitches.
I am so happy for an ENFP who bought himself a new watch during the holidays, getting that coupon, doing it right, treating yourself. I'm so glad that you're so happy about it. You should be happy about it.
I want to point something out, though. Real insanity is doing something new and different over and over again.
That actually can drive a person crazy. That's a 7 in crazy mode. I've been in that mode as a 7.
The thing that's crazy about that mode is it's not possible to do a different thing over again. So it makes it insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. Try to live a day like that.
Dolan, here. This is what this FE is. You are a romantic Knight of Cups, horse riding lover. Your scrotes are crawling towards your lady friends saying, hey, look at me. Why do so many ENFJs look so similar? I don't know, but NFJs in general are sexy. NFJ women.
Yeah.
I was playing poker not that long ago, a couple weeks ago or whatever, and there was an ENFJ woman at the table, and not like I spoke to her or anything, but there's just something about them that is like I wanted to periodically like look at her, like to look at her face. She looked a lot like Megan Lavoda. And they do all look very similar. A lot of them do anyway. They've got that
they do
bigger, rounder face than an INFJ but same kind of
Yeah.
eyes.
It's weird.
Same kind of eyes.
Kind of. It's weird.
Blolenbluck. Blolenbluck? What's Blolenbluck? Here's another card for you, Bruce Wayne.
Blolenbluck.
Bruce Wayne, another card for you.
Ooh.
Bruce Wayne is getting beggars. Bruce Wayne, it's time for you to, that's right. It's time for you to take the penis in your hole, take the splooge up in your uterus, and make yourself a baby.
If you are scissoring, put the baster in your vagina and just, squeeze it in. Pretend you have a penis. There's Enneagram.
You'll have to make a butt baby then, Bruce Wayne. Hitler's an Enneagram.
It's a good. I like that question a lot.
8, 3. What's up with the penises in your holes?
That's a good question too.
Bruce Moose, let's find out. Here's a card for you, Bruce Moose. Doubt, on guard, worry. What are you worried about?
Yeah, that's my question too.
Are you late with your period, Bruce Moose? Got some good news.
Hi.
Rachel is menstruating. Hooray!
I had to wake up early this morning due to crampage. Yeah, baster.
Once again,
you can do yourself.
we managed to not get her pregnant.
Go to that cum place where they have all those, samples and stuff, and you're like, I want to have a baby. You buy that stuff.
Cum place.
Yeah, there's a place where you go. And then you use the baster. I'm legit telling you this is what you do. Like, people do this. And you put it into the other person. You can get them pregnant.
Yes. Can Krishna Sarmapagu. Look what I got for you. Oh my goodness. You got this card. The Earth Mama card.
No.
No, it's not. It's the Independent Comfortable Flourishing card. It looks like that, kind of like the Earth Mama card.
It does.
But she's not holding the pentacle. They're just gathered about her like a flock of ducklings.
She's looking at her bird. That's an
Ken Krishna Sarmapagu, I'm glad that you are aligning your period with Rachel's. I'd like all the women of Talking about Fantasy people to get their periods lined up with Rachel's so that we can get it all out of the road, all out of the way at the same time.
That's not a bad idea. I mean, there are tribes that used to, the women would get together and they would massage each other and brush each other's hair. They would make each other feel comfortable during the period. All
right, here we go. This one here is for the tree. I already pulled one for the tree. This is the other one for the tree.
Oh, he's listening, huh?
He's chatting with the other plants nearby.
That's a good thing, though.
He's getting to know the neighbors. Mm-hmm. So that's good.
Out of the pages, that one's my favorite.
Monica Guiri, just hold on to it a little longer next month so you can match it up with Rachel.
Yeah. I won't need to use the app anymore to remember. I'm just like, hey, is anyone else feeling like they're getting their period soon? I am both.
Ken Krishna Sarmapagu says she's Enneagram 4. We're both Enneagram 7s, which means we like to play.
Yes.
That's why I'm going to pull bong rep right now.
And that's why I like to be reminded to relax.
Yeah, I'm frequently reminding.
Yeah.
I'm frequently reminding her to relax. Sometimes she gets a little stressed and thinks things like, uh-oh. I'm like, hold on there, bro. Chill out, bro sauce.
It's true.
You better pull this bong rip. Seems like your THC levels are getting dangerously low. Yeah, we both have 4 on our tri-type too, King Christian Simon Pagoo.
Wait.
I like bro sauce. I also like Brozovic, of course.
9s. Like we too, but it's in a different way. I'm telling you. They're more slothy when they it's like sitting on a gray cloud, no responsibilities. That's what a 9 does. The best example in media of a 4 is Marvelous Miss Maisel's mom. She's a 4. She has a midlife crisis and she moves to France. She has this quaint apartment that she's been saving in France with a cat and a maid in the 50s. And she's just like, oh, this is my life now. That's a 4. Yeah, you don't give a fuck. Except there's this great Vine where like this dude is sitting on a couch and a woman comes up to him and she's like, I thought you were gonna clean the dishes. And the guy goes, no, what made you think that? That's a 9. Because people are used to them doing stuff like for them all the time. It's like, that's presumptuous of you. Just because I do it all the time. I saw this YouTube of a woman who is a 7, whose husband is a 9, and their child was like, when I come back, I want to come back as a 9, because 9 seem so serene. Mind, body, spirit makes up the Enneagram, King. So you are of the same mind as I am. We do not leave with the feelings or body. But Winston's mom, you're 5.
That's another head type.
Yeah. 6, 5, 7s are head types. Yeah.
So in that sense, we're all head types.
Yeah. 5s, 6s I'm getting to know a little bit better. 5s I know pretty damn well. 7s, I see more now. 2s are all over the place, folks. 8s are as well. Then 3s. Then 1s. Then 4s.
My dad's definitely an 8.
Yeah. I like 8s.
They're a little bit like dickish, but
I get to that too.
what are you gonna do? You know, it's like somebody's got to be a dick.
1s do it best. 1s do the dick best.
Oh. I need to get more creamer inside. I also got to poop. I think we can end this question.
Could be bullies. They're like roughing tumblers. 8s.
Yeah, they can be.
I like that though. It's earthy. They have that earthy.
I mean, the thing is, for me with 8 in the second slot, I think it's a better place to have it.
Yeah.
You've got to cross a couple of lines, not just stumbled near a line. You know, if you're an 8 first, it's like somebody stumbles near your lines, you're like, whereas with me, somebody's got to kind of, stumble on my line, and I'm like, hey, and then somebody's got to kind of cross it, and I'm like, hold on there, and then somebody's got to kind of think that they can pull some shit, and then I'm like, okay, fuck off, motherfucker. So I think it's a better place to have it, frankly. Second, seems that way to me. But that might just be my own personal bias.
I agree. I even think that in general, having the 8 second is really nice.
All right, I gotta poop right now, Rachel. So if you want to end the live stream, you could, or if you want to continue talking to people, or
yeah. I have a question. Is Trump an 8?
Probably a 1.
With a 3. He might have an 8 somewhere. Crackhead, smackhead. What's wrong with a few lines? A lot. Depends on the person. Stephen Rain as a 5. Do you enjoy staying in and reading above all else? I'm not sure of the trickster functions and stuff. I do know of the archetypes. I have read books about archetypes. It's a huge interest of mine. I just can't comment on the shadow function. ESTP, I mean, it could be true. It would make him my conflictor, so I personally know I'm INFJ. Stephen Rain. First, let's. What is yours again? Your Enneagram, are you 9? I was thinking 3, 8, 7 for Trump. Hambone, I was thinking 3 as a first as well. But he could be a 1. Please, everyone, take a second and hit like 25 watching now, and host Eric will get paid if he has 15 likes or so. Thanks, Winston's mom. Super appreciate that. It's so meaningful. It really is. He's a very image of conscious and yet totally oblivious most of the times. And my favorite thing is when he says something, he's like, well, this is my reality, or something like that. It's just something totally like ridiculous. And it's like, how could you not think that you get challenged on that at some point? I know that Eric's mom can't stand him. He's been leaving like those like messages, like telemarketer messages when people are president, you know, vote for me, endorsed by me messages. And we got one here at the house, kept on ringing. There's no voicemail. So I'm like, I'm going to just answer. So it's like, Strauss resident. And it's like, there's an impeachment coming up. You can trust me. And I was like, whatever, click. And then it rang again and just kept on with the same message. I was like, stop harassing me. Click. Like, I'm sorry that everyone has to deal with that. What happened to our Xmas tree in the back? Eric felt really bad for it being in there in a little pot. So he planted it outside, and we're seeing how it's doing. If it's catching to the soil and the roots and stuff. Winston's mom, what type are you? Reading. No. Do you like money? Do you like counting your money? Do you like buying your interests and things that you enjoy with your money? INTJ 514 Jimin and Ferret to Julia Ferret and Mika Ferret. Hambone, that is a mostly excellent idea. Huzzah. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, Rachel. It's nice. Money. Fives do enjoy money, I can't lie. They do. Mr. Burns. Let's say you're 5'4". You somehow like think you're above it. but you still enjoy it because you keep it mostly to yourself. It's 5. I dated a lot of them. Trump is very reputation conscious because we live in a reputation-based society, except Trump is at the point where he doesn't care how he is perceived by those he does not respect. He doesn't respect anyone except for himself. Lewis XVII. No one likes money? That's not true. I like money, first class. She meant what she said, first class. My moon sign is in Sagittarius. Monica Aguirre. What is yours in? Do you know? Money makes the world go around. Cabaret, Liza Minnelli, and Joel Gray. We do live in a society. New Rachel, other Rachel, we do, and it's sorry, first class. I didn't mean to rain on your parade. So my son, Libras in the Aquarius moon. Winston's mom. Have you ever seen the movie Inception? Concerned British man. There's no snow in Los Angeles, which is quite sad, really. Apparently, snow there in the 50s. IIRC. I don't know. You would have to ask other people. There is snow in the mountains, though. I seen them. But in the 50s, you would have to ask the locals. Oh, Hambone! Alternate those personalities. Double-minded, 2 sides of the minds. I don't know much about Geminis. My Chiron is in Gemini, and my Gemini is in my Sagittarius house, which is the opposite. So it's my 9th house. I do not speak the language of other countries. I don't. If I know that you know English, I'm speaking to you in English. It's just me. INFJ 5 Cancer. You have a lot of emotions then. You keep inside. I wouldn't want to be you. No offense. This doesn't Big Bear? I'm sure it does. I've never been to Big Bear. I've been to... There's like a Bear Mountain in upstate New York. And I've been to that ice skating. And there was snowboarding and stuff. I was too little. I find that ISTJs are pretty religious. So there's a good chance if it's an INTJ, they're not religious. I don't know any INTJs who are religious. They like Christmas, but I wouldn't say that they're religious. They wouldn't say that they're religious. They probably wouldn't answer you on that. They wouldn't answer a person on that question. New Zealand and South Africa too. I like New Zealand and South Africa. I'd go there. King Krishna. Sarmpagu. Yeah, I think so too, other Rachel. I like ENTPs. Scorpio is my progressed descendant. Yes, thank you, New Zealand and South Africa too. Louis XVI. I refuse to say the Roman numerals. Sorry, boo. Yeah, I like that one, since Mom. I like too how you told Eric that he was close but no cigar when it comes to like the astrology stuff. It's actually like insanely true. Who's packaging it that way? JNH. Yeah, we are compatible in astrology, Monica. Aguirre. He's apparently most compatible overall with Britney Spears. I don't know who I'm most compatible overall with. And one side, I'm most compatible all like with Kurt Cobain and John Lennon, but other than that, it's like I'm my own stuff. I don't know. I'm the best person I know. That's good that you're most compatible with yourself first, last. Best thing. Yes, I'm sorry, Britney Jean Spears. Free Britney was my quote, because she doesn't want to be where she is. She wants to be fat, eating chicken. She don't care none about the show business. Free Britney. That's why she makes so much bad mistakes. It's because of her dad. He's got her on a leash. I'm sorry you don't read Joel Nathan Henry. Not everyone does. Nietzsche, Uberman, Hireman, Camel, and Slave. The Last Man. Oops, I farted again. I put a big chicken stick way up my ass. I liked it a lot. I always get the other one too, where it's like she's in a Mars suit. Oh, baby, baby, how was she? That's not her voice. There's a thing about her. There's a blind item about her. She's had plastic surgery several times. Her weight fluctuates a lot too. She likes her sons. She likes... No, it's not the red latex. Is it? Oh, yeah. The first one I don't remember because I didn't like it. I liked I'm Slave for You. Yeah, I was big time, like, I was 16 when all this stuff came out. Like, I was paying attention. I read. The other one I don't like. It was like Hit Me, Baby, One More Time. First, last, yes, and now I would like to come up with a very Uranus pun. Uranus, in astrology, he's the only Greek planet, and he chopped off his genitals to create Venus. This is not a joke, folks. If you know a Uranus person, they are sexless. They don't care about sex. They like the mind more. Catholic school and hallway. Yeah, duh, Lewis. Have you ever been in society? Yes, Uranus is Greek. He cut off his genitals, penis, balls, vagina, clitoris, whatever he had. He cut him off and he was like into the sky, and he created Aphrodite, Venus. Time out and coming. Your screen is locked. It's probably because your face is really, really like Pluto-like. Boom, him, boom, boom. Apparently, I never met a Uranus person that would be me. I'm a Uranus person. I'm half Capricorn, half Uranus. I love Aquarius. Aquarians for life. We are the aliens of society, fucking weirdos, and love it. I want you to have sex. I want you to not have sex. I want you to think about sex. I want you to not think about sex. I want you to do whatever the fuck you want. You want to have deep thoughts. You want to have no thoughts. Oh, Danny boy, Danny boy, Danny boy. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Never gonna get me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Never gonna knock me down. I get knocked down. Brooklyn Dodgers is second. LA Dodgers is second to the New York Yankees. The New York Yankees came first. And they did great because of a great business deal with Boston. Can you be angry about that? No. That's just good business. Thank you. I do use live and E. It's because in real life, I'm an ENTP.
Are you still live streaming?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you would have ended it by now.
No. Pluto is the ugly worker who works in the nether regions, and he makes a lot of jewelry and stuff for Venus. But Venus is not impressed, so she cheats on Pluto with Mars. And Mars and Venus continually cheat on each other. They can't be faithful. It just doesn't happen. Yeah, Eric is the INFJ. He said that on Halloween. I don't know who is an INFP. There's a lot out there. Go to New York. My dad works at this like assisted living place in Long Island, and Whitey Ford lives there. He's his mom. I don't know. Libra is balance. I can give you that. JNH.
Libra always reminds me of Hambone's mom's face.
Is it quite proportioned?
I'm here, E3 zombie.
Venus could be Lucifer. That's a theory that I have not heard before. Yeah. Yeah, Whitey Ford. I always think of Mantle. But, yeah, Whitey Ford. I tell my dad to tell him why. Mount Rushmore. Where is that? South Dakota, right?
I think it's in North Dakota.
North Dakota? What's in South Dakota?
Nothing.
That's what everyone says.
Bismarck. No, that's North Dakota. What is South Dakota?
That your mother has a Libra face, Hambone. I worked with an INTP. Boom. I'm going to throw some boom at you. I worked with an INTP this past spring on a creative project. It was supposed to be a play about recovery. And I had been the only one in group who had been there several times. And there's all this like jargon about like nonsense. And I was just like, this is not my first rodeo. And the INTP, I had to meet with them because the contract said that you had to be sober the whole time. And it was like, yeah, obviously I know that I'm doing this. And she was like, basically like, you're ruining the opportunity of a lifetime. And at the same time, I'm like, you have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
Zombie, I hear what you're saying about this INT perspective. And thank you, First Class, for relaying the dispatch. I saw it actually when it was first there as well. I was just waiting for Rachel to finish to address it. That sounds like a juicy case. It does sound juicy.
And it's like the trigger.
So is the in-cap ham bone? I was offered a job of AF1, and that is where they were located. I would have liked that.
INTJs are the devil.
INTJs are the devil?
Devil. I'm not afraid to say it. They are. They like to live in the muck and the mire. Who cares? Just accept it. Stop blaming other people.
Are you mad at someone, Rachel?
Yeah, because I asked the wrong person. I asked Horse Mumbler if Winston's mom is in love with Eric, but I still never got a straight answer. And the answer is yes. And that's okay. If you like him, if you love him, you should say it in words.
Okay. All right.
I saw Inception.
We saw it. I saw it for the first time the other night. What cruiser would you like to take this time, host Eric? What cruiser? I don't know.
A Jeep.
All right. Well, I am going to call it a live stream, I think, and anticipate that.
No, the night's too saying me.
This is the. I think that's FI, ham bone. A little FI there.
Maybe FE can suck it. You will always be the same.